Hello, and thank you for joining me to get an update on the COVID-19 pandemic and how it's affecting the city of Harlingen and our local area. As we have in the past, we look primarily at the hospitalizations to gauge exactly where we are in the fight against COVID-19. And as you can see, the hospitalizations have gone up dramatically just in the last 30 days. From about 91 hospitalized with COVID-19 symptoms in Harlingen hospitals on June 24th to over 400 on July 22nd, with almost that many in the Brownsville hospitals as well. So we can see that the virus continues to spread, and it continues to affect people who are vulnerable and have to be hospitalized. In addition, we've seen dramatic increases in the number of people who have to be in the intensive care unit, from about 20 people in intensive care a month ago to over 40 people in intensive care today, and lots more who are on ventilators. So those who are getting sick, many of them are getting very sick. And so we have to continue to do what we're doing, and that's the 3 W's: to wash our hands, to sanitize our areas, to wear a mask at all times when we are around people, and to watch our distance. Keep that 6-foot distance, and try to watch your distance in both the workplace and when you're shopping and everything else that we do, so that we can try to get these hospitalizations down. The real issue for us is the fact that we don't have as many healthcare workers as we need in our hospitals. And so we've been fortunate to have help from the state of Texas and now from the Department of Defense, who have sent strike teams and teams from the military to assist our local hospitals in providing the care that we need in those hospitals. We have to really thank each and every one of our healthcare workers and our hospital workers, because if you can imagine your workload going from about 15 people in early May to over 400 now that they're having to take care of on a daily basis in these hospitals, you can just imagine the stress and the workload that is being placed on them. So we have to give a great amount of thanks to them for the heroic effort, and they're meeting the challenge. And we have to thank them for doing that for the community. And in turn, we need to do our part so we can get the virus down and get some of these hospitalizations, people out of the hospital, give our healthcare workers some relief. COVID-19 testing is available, and then there is more and more testing that is going on in the usual places that we've told you about before. Our UTRGV site on Treasure Hills Boulevard. Call 1-833-877-4863 to schedule a test. Also, you can go to the test site in Brownsville, register there at btxcares.com. And this week through Sunday, the National Guard is performing tests at the Wilson Sports Park off of Wilson Road. There will only be 125 of those tests available each day from now through Sunday. So if you need a test and you want to try that one, go early in the morning. Harlingen Helps is still taking applications for businesses who are struggling and need some assistance and qualify up to $10,000 in 0% loans to be repaid starting 1 year from now. Demonstrated need and a small employee base. The Harlingen City Commission passed a resolution to set aside $250,000 to help people who need some help with utility bills, rent payments, and other forms of need for up to 3 months. That program is being administered for us by Loaves and Fishes. So contact the number on your screen to make an appointment to go over there and see if you qualify for some assistance that we can provide to you with this program. Finally, we want to remind you again, even though we're dealing with COVID-19 and many other difficulties, we need everyone to participate in the census. The census is more important to us now than ever because we're going to need the continued recognition of the size of our population in the form of further federal aid and also representation. We continue to appreciate everything that our community is doing to stem the tide of COVID-19, for working through and keeping our economy going despite some limitations on it. And also we want to thank the Governor Abbott, who met with the county judge and me and others, including our hospital administrators yesterday, to pledge his continued support to the Rio Grande Valley and the hospitals here as we fight this spike in the pandemic cases and the COVID-19 cases in the Rio Grande Valley, and particularly here in Harlingen and Cameron County. Again, thank you to our healthcare workers and our first responders, our grocery store workers, all of our city employees, and everyone who is working so hard to help us. We're meeting the challenge. It's a difficult one, but we'll get through this together, Harlingen strong. Thank you and stay well.